In the last lecture, we have seen how to identify the group, block, and the period of the element if atomic number is given. In order to do that, the first step is to write the electronic configuration. Once you write the electronic configuration, so the last electron this orbital may enter that will become the block. If it enters into s orbital, s block, p orbital, p block, d orbital, d block, f orbital, f block. Once you determine the block, you can determine the group by doing, if it is s block element, it is number of ns electrons. अगर ns1 है उसका configuration group 1 हो जाएगा, ns2 है उसका configuration group 2 हो जाएगा. If it is a p block element, it is the number of ns electrons, np electrons plus 10. If it is a d block element, it is number of ns plus n minus 1 का d. It is not n minus 1 electrons, it is n minus 1 d उसका electrons. Okay, 4s रहा तो 4s का electrons and 3d का electrons जितना भी है उनको सम करना है. It is not number of 3d electrons minus 1. Okay, it is n minus 1 d electrons, it is 3 number of 3d electrons. इन दोनों का सम करना है. If it belongs to f block, आसान है. If the element atomic number belongs to 58 to 71, lanthanides हो जाएगा. 90 to 103 actinides हो जाएगा. The period will become 6 for lanthanides and 7 for actinides. Group will be 3. If you don't see the option group 3, you will see the option between group 3 and 4. Okay? ठीक है. उसके बाद I have given you a question. Find the atomic number and position of elements just above 49 and 52. In the periodic table, I want you to find 49 के above क्या आएगा. Suppose ये जो x है, if this x is 49 है, इसके ऊपर कौन सा एलिमेंट है आपको वो फाइंड करना है. If they are belonging to same group, their outermost electronic configuration will be similar. Agreed? Suppose this particular group का outermost electronic configuration n2np1 है. If this is n shell, इसके ऊपर वाला कौन सा शेल होगा? n-1 शेल. उसके नीचे वाले एलिमेंट के लिए कौन सा शेल होगा outermost? n+1. So if this is 5s2 5p1, ऊपर वाला 4s2 4p1 रहेगा, नीचे वाला 6s2 6p1 रहेगा. So in order to get the atomic number of the element above it, what you need to do? You need to write the configuration till n-1 s2 n-1 p1. इसका configuration क्या है? 5s2 5p1 है ना. इसके above element का क्या रहेगा? 4s2 4p1. So 4s2 4p1 तक आपको लिखना चाहिए. So 4s2 3d10 4p1. Agreed? So this becomes the electronic configuration of element which is just above it. So यहाँ तक जितना भी electrons आप लोग add किया है, that will become the atomic number. So the atomic number is 31. The highest value of principal quantum number is nothing but the period number. The highest value of principal quantum number is 4. The outermost shell becomes the period number. In order to identify the group, this is p block. So it is number of ns electrons, np electrons plus 10, which is 13. Similarly for this question. Okay. उसके बाद 2 more questions है. I hope आप लोग attempt तो किया होगा. Let's discuss them. What is the question? A metal ion has +3 charge, has 5 valence electrons in 3d subshell. Identify the element. 3d subshell के अंदर it has 5 valence electrons. You need to identify the element. And किस में है? For the +3 charged metal ion में. So if I take the +3 charged metal ion as M3 positive, you have the configuration as some 3d5. So what should be the element? Answer anyone? Answer. In the chapter of atomic structure.
Sir, can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Cut. Not audible. Smith, can you repeat?
Atomic number 28. I don't
Atomic
remember
number
the
28. Atomic number 28 is the wrong answer. Reason is Smith क्या कर रहा है? M3 positive है. So if you are adding 3 electrons, it will convert into M. इसको 3 electrons दे दो आप लोग. Then it will convert into M. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So Smith क्या कर रहा है? Directly इसको 3 electrons add कर रहा है. If I am directly adding 3 electrons to this, you will be getting 3d8.
Yes.
Agreed? ये
Yes,
गलत
sir.
है. ये गलत है. Reason क्या है? What is the reason for this? तब उसने क्या किया? 3d8 का configuration लिख लिया. 3d8 configuration मतलब you will be having a argon 4s2 3d8 and इसका atomic number होगा आपको z equals to 28. But this is wrong. Whenever I am adding 3 electrons to M, the configuration won't become 3d8. The reason is हमने atomic structure में ऐसा कुछ पढ़ा. If you are removing an electron, always you will start removing the electron from the outermost shell. Only after removing the electron from outermost shell, you can remove the electron from the inner shells. So 3d5 configuration कैसे बना होगा? The element whose configuration is argon 4s2 3d6. इसमें से if you remove 3 electrons, minus 3 electrons, पहले 2 electrons कहाँ से हटाएंगे? From the 4s. Next electron कहाँ से हटाएंगे? From the 3d. So the configuration will become argon, then it will become argon 4s0 3d5. Agreed? So by adding 3 electrons, the configuration won't convert into 3d8. The configuration converts into 4s2 3d6. समझ में आया? सभी लोग understand this logic?
Yes.
It is not 3d8 configuration. It will become 4s2 3d6. Is this clear?
So please explain.
Sorry?
So please explain again.
Abhi, let's initially take this configuration. A configuration, suppose मान लेते, this is the configuration of metal M. Remove 3 electrons. 3 electrons remove करने का मतलब क्या है? You need to start from outermost shell. What is the
Yes.
outermost shell?
4.
The outermost fourth shell. So fourth shell के अंदर maximum कितना हटा सकते हैं आप लोग? Only 2
Zero.
electrons. उसके बाद आप third shell में जाएंगे. Third shell में और एक electron को ही हटाना पड़ेगा. Okay, no need to remove all electrons. You need to just remove only 3 electrons. So it will become argon 4s 2 electrons S से हटाया, एक electron D से हटाया तो you will be having 3d5. So this is the configuration which is having 5 electrons in its valence shell. So corresponding M configuration क्या हुआ? It is 4s2 3d6, which is the configuration of ion or whose number is Z. So Z equals to 26.
Yes, okay, sir.
आया समझ में?
Yes.
Others, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. If you have any doubt, let me know. This is the configuration of metal. Next question तो आसान है. How many elements are there in 10th period? What is the formula for that?
N by 2
Of an
elements.
number of elements in any period. It is n by 2 plus 1 whole square into 2. please. 36 into 2
Yes.
is equal to 72. Clear hai? Easy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, please put your video on. Okay, next. IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC matlab, it is a system used for naming elements having atomic numbers greater than 100. Most of the elements which are having atomic numbers above 100 are man-made. So there is certain rules in order to give names of those particular atomic numbers or those particular elements. Suppose आप लोग कोई एक नया एलिमेंट की डिस्कवरी कर रहे हैं जिसका हो सकता है एटॉमिक नंबर इज 124 है. यू में सपोज कार्तिक ने भी वो पर्टिकुलर एलिमेंट की डिस्कवर किया एंड खुशी ने भी उस पर्टिकुलर एलिमेंट का डिस्कवर किया. कार्तिक अपना नाम रख देगा उसको. He will say it as कार्तिकीयम. Okay, and खुशी अपना नाम रख लेगी. She will say that as Kushiyam. Both the elements are having atomic numbers 124 only. So in order to avoid this ambiguity, एक particular nomenclature दिया है. So whenever you discover a new element, whenever you invent a new element in your laboratory, you need to follow those particular rules and you need to give the name accordingly. Okay. You can give that particular name for all the elements having atomic numbers greater than 100. Already names allotted है उनका. Some of the names are based on planets. Some of the names are based on scientists. Some of the names are based on the places. इनके अलावा you can give some systematic names that is called as IUPAC nomenclature. According to that, what we will do is the number 0 is called as nil, 1 is called as un, 2 is called as bi, 3 is called as tri, 4 is quad, 5 is pent, 6 is hex, 7 is sept, not hept, it is sept, 8 is oct, and 9 is n. So if you have an element with atomic number 1, 1, and 1, atomic number 1, 1, 1, सबसे पहले उसका symbol क्या होगा? The symbol of this is going to be 1 मतलब un है ना? So u, small u and small u. पहला number का जो भी है, it is given capital and rest all are small. This will be the symbol of that particular element and the name becomes anium. You simply need to add ium at the end. The name is anium. If you have atomic number 109, what will be the symbol? 1 is u, 0 is nil, 9 is n.
E.
U and E is the symbol. नाम क्या होगा?
Annihilum.
Nil.
Anil N-E-M. Anil N-E-M.
Enium. Nil enium. Okay. I'll give you some numbers. Write the names and their symbols. 1, 3, 5, 5, 8, 3, 3, 8, 5. This particular question can be asked in your NEET and JEE mains. They will ask you what is the IUPAC name for the element having Z is equals to so and so. Write the symbol and write the name. Ending में आपको IUM लगाना है. Is it done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Karthik, every element which is having atomic number greater than 100 are named according to these only. You can see two different names for them. One is the name given with respect to name of the person or name of the scientist or name of the place, name of the planets, plutonium ऐसा कुछ है ना, उनके लिए ये names भी दे सकते हो. You have both the names, but these particular names, symbols भी you have both the symbols. These particular names are usually not written for some of the elements, but in some of the periodic tables, you can see these names and these symbols. Okay. All the elements having atomic numbers greater than 100 can be named like these. 135. 135 के लिए symbol क्या होगा? U,
UTP.
UTP.
UTP. You can also have 835. 835 क्या हो जाएगा? OTP.
OTP.
Yes.
Okay. ठीक है. UTP is
Try.
Pentium.
Pentium.
Yeah.
Untry Pentium. Okay. 583 मतलब क्या होगा? P O T. Okay. नाम क्या होगा?
Pentoctrium.
Pentoctrium.
Exactly. Pentoctrium. Okay. 385.
KOP.
POP. नाम?
Trioctentium.
Trioctentium.
Very good. Trioct Pentium. 835.
OTP.
OTP.
OTP. नाम?
Octapentium.
Pentium.
Octri Pentium. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some general information about the elements present in the periodic table. General information. Typical elements. The elements belonging to period 2 and 3 are called as typical elements. Elements of period 2 and 3. Then in the periodic table, there are something called bridge elements. Those are period 3 elements. Period 3 elements are referred to as bridge elements. Then some of the elements are called as representative elements. Representative elements matlab S and P block. S and P block elements except noble gases. मतलब except group 18. Group 18 मतलब noble gases. इनको छोड़ के other S and P block elements together, they are called as representative elements. Z equals to 92. Z equals to 92. It is the atomic number for uranium. Uranium के above जो भी elements है, all of them are called as transuranic elements. Transuranic elements. Most abundant inert gas in Earth's atmosphere. Answer. What is the most abundant inert gas in Earth's atmosphere?
Argon.
Answer, please.
Sir, helium.
Argon.
Helium.
Argon is the right answer. Helium, it is most abundant on sun, but not on earth. Earth के ऊपर it is argon. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Most abundant gas in atmosphere.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
It is nitrogen. Okay. Most abundant element in Earth's crust.
Silicon.
No. Silicon बाद में है. It is oxygen.
Iron.
No. It is oxygen. Oxygen not in the form of O2, in some combined form oxides. Okay, oxides form में रहेगा. Most abundant element in Earth's crust is oxygen.
Okay.
Most abundant metal in Earth's crust.
Iron.
Iron.
Copper.
Nickel.
Nickel.
Cobalt.
Zinc.
Aluminium. Aluminium is right answer. किसने कहा है? It is aluminium. Okay. Noble metals.
Gold and silver.
Gold.
Silver is not noble.
Platinum and gold.
Platinum.
Platinum and
Platinum and gold.
okay, platinum and gold. इसलिए उनका कॉस्ट भी ज्यादा है. Highest melting point among non-metals. Among non-metals in the periodic table, left में metals रहता है, right में non-metals रहता है. Highest melting point among non-metals. Sorry. Carbon. It is carbon. Highest melting point among metals.
Gold.
Tungsten.
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 Okay, hence it is elements of the bulb.
Yes.
Okay. Highest density element. Highest density element. Osmium.
Huh.
If you take radioactive elements also into consideration, you can also include iridium. Element with lightest density. Answer is ये तो पता होगा सबको. Hydrogen.
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 Okay. Liquid elements in the periodic table.
Mercury.
Mercury. Gallium. Cesium.
Gallium.
Helium.
Caesium.
Okay.
Bromine.
We will consider bromine and mercury, gallium or cesium. Gallium and cesium, इनके melting points कम होता है. At room temperature, they exist as solids whenever you place the gallium in your hand, okay, or on your hand. Because of the body temperature, it will convert into liquid. Okay, the melting point is very, very less. So gallium and cesium, they are low melting solids. तब उनका melting point बहुत कम है. Low melting solid. Clear है?
हाँ, sir.
Poisonous element.
Mercury.
Sodium.
Not poisonous.
Polonium.
Polonium.
Chlorine.
Dangerous. Poisonous element. It is plutonium.
Okay. It is used in bombs and
It is
everything.
also considered arsenic is also considered as poisonous, but इससे भी ज़्यादा highly poisonous is plutonium. Okay.
हाँ.
Hemoglobin. इसके ऊपर हम क्वेश्चन.
Iron.
Iron.
Number of atoms per molecule of hemoglobin.
4.
4.
Metal present in magnesium. Sorry, metal present in
Magnesium.
chlorophyll. Answer is yeah. Okay.
Magnesium.
Magnesium.
Best conductor of heat and electricity.
Silver.
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 Silver, copper भी. Silver और copper.
हाँ, पर सिल्वर सबसे ज्यादा.
Silver सबसे ज्यादा. Poor conductors of heat and electricity.
Lithium.
Carbon.
Carbon नहीं.
Carbon.
Sulfur in case of non-metals. Carbon in graphite form can conduct. And lead.
डायमंड हीट भी कर सकता है ना.
डायमंड हीट भी कर सकता है. एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के लिए यू कैन हैव कार्बन इन ग्राफाइट फॉर्म. सो वो नहीं लेंगे. सल्फर इन नॉन मेटल्स एंड लेड इन केस ऑफ मेटल्स. सम इंफॉर्मेशन may or may not be asked such questions in your entrance exams. आपको पता तो होना चाहिए. Next, diagonal relationship. Diagonal relationship का मतलब क्या है? In general, elements belonging to same group, they will be having similar properties. But there are some elements which belong to different group. Even though they belong to different group, some of the properties are similar. Like, if I take lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. Lithium के नीचे you have sodium,
potash,
magnesium,
magnesium.
potassium,
नहीं
aluminium,
sodium.
silicon. Okay. यहाँ पे lithium and magnesium, even though they belong to different groups, some of the properties of lithium are similar to that of magnesium. Okay, and some of the properties of beryllium are similar to that of aluminium. Boron ka some properties are similar to that of silicon. If you see, these elements are diagonal to each other.
हाँ.
Okay, in the picture, these elements are appearing diagonal to each other. Hence, they are called as diagonally related. Or relationship among them is called as diagonal relationship. In general, elements belonging to same group, unka to most of the properties will be similar. But even though these two elements, they are belonging to different groups, they are having similar properties, some of the properties. The reason for that is diagonal relationship. It is because of their charge density. Charge density matlab charge upon size. Okay, charge density in their compounds. Suppose lithium positive है, lithium का oxidation state usually positive रहता है +1, magnesium का oxidation state +2. So lithium positive charge is 1 unit divided by उसका size of lithium positive. Similarly, magnesium का charge density, उसका charge is +2 divided by size of the magnesium ion. The charge densities are similar because of the similar charge to size ratio. Because of similar charge to size ratio, they're having similarity in some properties. What is charge upon size called as? It is called as charge density. आप लोग अपने 10th में इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी करके कुछ तो टर्म पढ़ा होगा.
हाँ yes.
हाँ सर पढ़ा.
Also understand about
था.
electronegativity in this chapter. अभी के लिए बस मार्क करके रखते हैं. Because of the similar electronegativity values. Because of the similar electronegativity values of those elements, there are some similarity in properties. Okay. Size का मतलब you can take volume, charge upon volume. Okay, charge upon volume of that particular ion. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Because of the similar charge. This is the reason, because in the question, the general question which they ask is which of the following element is diagonally related to beryllium. Then in the option you need to see for aluminium. आसान है, just you need to mark these elements and उसका diagonal में कौन सा element आ रहा है देखो. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In the entire periodic table, these elements are diagonally related. बस इतना ही. Okay. And they may also ask the reason. What is the reason for the diagonal relationship? That is because of charge density and because of similar electronegativity values. Clear? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to important concept. Next important concept, which is called as screening effect or shielding effect. Everyone, please put your video on and please concentrate. यहाँ से the chapter will become conceptual. Everyone, अब तक हम जो भी पढ़ा है, those are some general statements of the periodic table. Now we will understand some concepts. Didi. Okay. Suppose you have a classroom, and in the classroom, मान लेते हैं एक ही student है. There is teacher and there is only one student. That particular student's interaction with the teacher. Tell me the factors on which the interaction will depend. There is only one student and there is only one, obviously एक ही teacher रहेंगे classroom के अंदर. There is only one teacher. Tell me the factor on which the interaction between the student and teacher depend. General, आप ज़्यादा मत सोचो, don't ज़्यादा philosophical मत बताओ. General. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Number of students.
Number of, मैंने already कहा एक ही student है.
उनका रिलेशनशिप एक दूसरे के साथ.
एक दूसरे से भाई don't go philosophical. वो मेरा भाई नहीं है, कोई नहीं है, वो student. General student. On what factors the interaction between the student and the teacher depend? Can I say distance between them? There are several benches inside the classroom. If that particular student is sitting in the first bench, उसका interaction अलग रहेगा. वो last bench में जाके बैठ रहा है, उसका interaction अलग रहेगा. So the only factor that is influencing in this particular scenario, the only factor influencing the interaction between the teacher and student is the distance. Agreed? Agreed?
Yes.
Any doubt?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Second scenario. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Second scenario. There is only one student in the classroom. There are some n number of students in the classroom. Okay. In this case, on what factors the interaction between the teacher and students depend?
Distance and number of students.
Number of students.
Distance and number of students. Okay. Number of students के ऊपर कैसे depend होगा?
सर ने मतलब कम हुआ तो
Teacher-
ज्यादा होगा ना टीचर
एक ही स्टूडेंट पे फोकस
नंबर और ज्यादा हुआ तो ऐसे डिवाइड हो जाएगा.
तो फिर ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स होंगे तो उस पे फोकस कम जाएगा.
डिवाइड होगा कंसंट्रेशन.
तो
अभी
divide हो जाएगा.
आइडियल सिचुएशन मान लो, टीचर जो है he is trying to give same attention on all the students. So student के perspective से बोलो, not with respect to teacher's perspective, from student's perspective. Will he be with the teacher more because of the presence of other students? मतलब जैसे पहले interaction हुआ उसका, if he is the only student,
थोड़ी घबराहट होगी ना.
घबराहट क्यों होगा कार्तिक? Again, don't go.
कम होगा इंटरेक्शन.
Sorry?
कम होगा इंटरेक्शन.
कम होगा interaction. Can you tell me the reasons for that?
सर आपको क्वेश्चन क्या था, प्लीज रिपीट कीजिए ना.
क्वेश्चन ये है,
Please.
if he is the only student in the classroom, what will be his interaction with the teacher? If he is not the only student, there are some more students in the classroom, what will be the interaction, or what will be his interaction with the teacher? Or what is the
Interaction
influence
होगा
of,
वो क्या?
what is the influence of other students upon this student?
Many topics will arise for discussion.
ओके ओके ठीक है, बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स है, सिंपल फैक्टर्स के बारे में मैं बताता हूँ, आप बस बताओ आर दे रीजनेबल और नॉट. इफ देयर इज प्रेजेंस ऑफ अदर स्टूडेंट्स, वो जो पर्टिकुलर स्टूडेंट है, he will try to interact with those students too. He will
Yes.
definitely interact with teacher, but there will be interaction with the students also.
Yes.
Okay, students के बीच में बात होने के वजह से is he attaining stability or instability?
Instability.
Instability.
Instability, right? Or instability, whatever. Because we expect the student to focus only on the teacher. Whenever he is interacting with other students, obviously उसका stability जो है decrease हो रहा है. Okay, so effectively जो भी interaction with the teacher है वो घट गया है ना. Agreed? ठीक है. So it depends on number of students. It also depends upon the location of the students in the classroom. मतलब क्या है? If I am considering the student who is sitting in the last bench, there are several students who are sitting in the front benches. Because of the students who are present in the initial benches, वो जो last student है, can he easily look at the teacher?
No.
No, right? The students who are present in the front benches, they are shielding the teacher from him. Can I say that?
Yes.
Okay. दो factors है. एक factor ये है, the student will be interacting with the other students, and the other factor is the other students are covering the teacher or shielding the teacher. As a result, what is happening to the net interaction? Net interaction is getting decreased. Agreed? Clear hai? If there are no students, the only factor will be the distance. Because of the presence of other students, now we are having a few more factors. One factor is the interaction with the students, and the other factor is shielding of the teacher by the existing students. Is this clear?
Is this related to the shielding effect?
Sorry?
आप जो अभी पढ़ाने वाले हो ये इससे रिलेटेड है क्या? Shielding
तभी तो
थोड़ा सा-
एग्जांपल दिया है.
हाँ
नेक्स्ट क्लास में जो पढ़ाऊंगा उसके लिए अभी क्यों एग्जांपल दूं? क्लियर है ना कार्तिक?
मतलब थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ में आ रहा है.
कार्तिक भी अच्छे से मजाक कर लेता है. ओके, क्लियर है एवरीवन? अभी लेट अस गो टू द कंटेक्स्ट ऑफ द एटम. ओके, if there is only single electron inside the atom, the only interaction with the nucleus, only depends on distance. As the distance of the electron increases, the interaction decreases. As the distance of the electron decreases, interaction will increase. Agreed?
Huh.
But if you have other electrons inside the system, the other electrons will be having repulsive forces with the electron under consideration.
Yes, sir.
Okay, net में क्या है? If the electron is staying inside the atom, the net forces on the electron must be attractive only. मतलब न्यूक्लियस फ्रीक्वेंसी effectively ज्यादा है, but overall क्या हो रहा है? Effect क्या हो रहा है? The attractive force when compared to the only electron and when compared to the other electrons, क्या हो रहा है? It is getting decreased. Okay, if it is the only electron present, the force of attraction, suppose let us take the example of sodium. Everyone please concentrate. एक बार समझ में आ गया तो the remaining of the chapter is easy. If I take sodium whose atomic number is 11, the electronic configuration is
1s2, 2s2,
2s2,
p6,
2p6,
3s1.
3s1. Okay, if this is the nucleus, nucleus के अंदर कितने protons हैं? You have 11
11.
suppose मान लेते हैं this is the first shell, this is the second shell, this is the third shell. Okay, inside first shell how many electrons do you have? You have two
First shell 2 electrons.
2.
both present in oneness. I should not represent it in this way, but understanding के लिए ऐसा. Okay. And in the second shell how many electrons do you have?
8.
8 electrons.
Okay, and in the third shell you have only 1 electron.
1 electron.
I am interested only in the influence of the nucleus.
We are not audible.
Sir, you aren't.
You are not audible.
Give me 2 minutes.
हाँ sir.
Okay, sir.
So if you take the case of sodium, in case of sodium you are having total of how many electrons? Total of 11 electrons. 1 electron is present in the outermost shell. I am interested in the attractive forces on the outermost electron. You can also see for the influence of the nucleus on the other electrons. But in electrons के ऊपर जो भी influence है, I'm not calculating it. We can definitely calculate it, but I'm not interested in it. The reason is whenever there is some reaction, only the outermost electrons will be participating. इसलिए outermost electron के ऊपर मैं influence को देख रहा हूँ. Okay. If in the system, if this is the only electron present, the attractive forces with the nucleus depends only on the distance. Agreed?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
of the presence of these electrons, what is happening? These electrons are interacting with this electron, and the interaction is negative because they are having repulsive forces because of similar charges. Agreed? So
हाँ,
net
sir.
में हो रहा है, the attractive forces are getting decreased. Net में attractive forces are getting decreased. So the entire of the nuclear charge is not experienced by the outermost electron. It is experiencing the nuclear charge which is lesser than the actual nuclear charge. Agreed? क्योंकि net में attractive force हो गया ना?
हाँ.
So it will be experiencing some nuclear charge of effectively 10.5 or 10.75 या 9.25 वैसा कुछ. समझ में आ रहा है? I am considering the effect of these electrons also. उनका repulsive forces को भी consider करके net में उसका influence कितना हो रहा है वो देख रहा हूँ. समझ में आया?
Yes.
Everyone clear है?
हाँ, sir.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
तो यहाँ पे देखना. In a multi-electron system, electrons are attracted by the nucleus as well as repelled by each other. Thus, the force of attraction between the nucleus and the valence electrons is somewhat decreased. The decrease in the force of attraction between the nucleus and the valence electrons due to the presence of inner shell electrons is called as screening or shielding effect. Clear है?
Yes.
The force of attraction to all the electrons from the nucleus ideally किसके वजह से होना चाहिए? The force of attraction to all the electrons from the nucleus is due to its own charge.
Positive charge. हाँ.
Positive
Due to
charge.
its own charge, which is called as total nuclear charge (TNC), which is nothing but its atomic number.
हाँ, correct.
Yes sir. Z positive.
Everyone. But the force of attraction experienced by the valence electrons, I am only considering for the valence electrons, is because of
The electrons that
some
are
decreased.
shielding
Yeah, it is because
Charge
of
of nucleus and other electrons. also.
other electrons.
it is because of some decreased nuclear charge, which is called as effective nuclear charge.
हाँ.
ENC. और जो इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ न्यू इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो है उसको इसमें इंक्लूड कर लिया. include करके effectively the nuclear charge is getting decreased, which is called as effective nuclear charge, represented by symbol Z star. What is TNC? Ideally सारे electrons TNC को experience करना चाहिए, which is called as total nuclear charge, but because of presence of other electrons, there are repulsive forces, or the net attractive forces are getting decreased. The net attractive forces are due to a nuclear charge called effective nuclear charge. आया समझ में?
Yes.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
so why only valence electrons? Then other all electrons will experience repulsion from
All electrons will experience repulsion. All electrons will be having the shield effect. सबके ऊपर वो जो effective nuclear charge है, सबके सारे electrons का different रहेगा.
हाँ.
देखो, ये इलेक्ट्रॉन को देखा तो इसका इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज कुछ और लगे और रहेगा. इसका इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज विल बी समथिंग एल्स. इसका इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज विल बी समथिंग एल्स. different electrons will be having definite effective nuclear charges. I am interested only in this. इसके लिए मैं लिख रहा हूँ बस. सबके लिए लिख सकते हैं, but I am not interested in this because whenever there is bonding, whenever there are reactions, only the valence electrons are going to participate. अंदर वाला electrons participate नहीं करेंगे. अगर नहीं किया तो उनके ऊपर स्टडी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You can definitely study. बैठ के पढ़ सकते हो. What is the net nuclear charge experienced by this electron? You can definitely study, but I am not interested in it. समझ में आया?
yes sir.
Everyone clear है?
Yes, sir.
क्योंकि ये इलेक्ट्रॉन भी बाकी के साथ इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं. सो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन का भी effectively nuclear charge won't be 11 protons. It will be lesser than that. Clear है?
Yes, sir.
सर
Yeah.
सर मतलब लास्ट
बोलो.
का जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है ना उस पर थोड़ा इन्फ्लुएंस कम रहेगा वैसा ना?
इन्फ्लुएंस कम रहेगा ज्यादा रहेगा अब हम बात करेंगे.
हाँ.
सबके ऊपर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का इन्फ्लुएंस रहता ही है एक दूसरे का.
हाँ.
This electron will be influenced by other electrons. Similarly, this electron will be influenced by these electrons, so on and so forth. Okay.
हाँ.
We will try to understand it.
सर वो फर्स्ट टू पे कैसा
Okay,
रहेगा?
ये जो first two पे कैसे रहेगा मतलब इस electron will be having repulsive force with this, right? ये electron इसके साथ repulsion होगा. ये electrons का भी इसका repulsive force तो रहेगा ही है. Agreed? They may not be covering, these electrons may not be covering this electron क्योंकि ये बाहर है ना, इनको कवर नहीं कर पा रहे. But repulsive forces रहेगा, interactions रहेगा. Agreed? Everyone.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The student, suppose ये second bench मान लेते हैं, first bench मान लेते हैं. The student who is present in the second bench may not shield the teacher. Okay, may not shield the teacher for this particular student, but he will definitely interact with him ना. ऐसा आगे talk करके tap करके क्या चल रहा है सब पूछ सकते हैं ना. Interaction तो हो ही रहा है ना. समझ में आया?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
देखते हैं, उसी
Yes,
के
sir.
बारे में हम पढ़ेंगे. रुको. What is Z star? Z star is the effective nuclear charge.
Yes.
Can I say or can I write Z star as Z minus some value?
हाँ.
क्योंकि effectively it is getting decreased. Z star
Yes.
is written as Z minus sigma, where sigma is called as screening constant or shielding constant. Screening or shielding constant. जितना ज्यादा शील्ड हो जाएगा इलेक्ट्रॉन उतना ही इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज कम हो जाएगा. What is the value of sigma? Lesser will be the value of Z star. Agreed, everyone? Any
Yes.
doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, good. You can calculate this screening constant using some rule called Slater's rules, which are not part of our syllabus. If you are interested more, you can search for this online and you can understand even more. but it is not part of our JEE syllabus or NEET or boards. Hence, I am not taking this. Calculated using Slater's rules. आपको इनिशियल जो भी बेसिक है वो समझ में आया ना?
हाँ
So you need, if you are interested, you need to be interested. You can look for this online. Okay, you can have even more understanding. ठीक है. We will just only read qualitatively, or else we will be having comparison of the Z star for different elements. More is the value of sigma, lesser will be the value of Z star. Agreed?
yes
So
sir.
we need to know on what factors sigma will depend. We need to know on what factors sigma will depend. Let us analyze them. Again, let us go to the context of classroom. Classroom में अभी मान लेते हैं first bench is already filled. Okay, you are having a second bench. Inside second bench, you are placing students. Okay.
Okay sir.
Suppose in the second bench, yeah, Vardhan, tell me.
Sir, I understood that screening effect, but what about the reactions you said? I didn't get that, sir.
Reactions
maybe-
मतलब अभी chemical, अभी elements तो elemental form में नहीं रहेंगे ना? Elements
Yes, sir.
always exist in molecular form. Molecule बनने के लिए कुछ तो reaction होगा, या molecules में कुछ तो reactions होता है, बाद में देखेंगे सब.
Yes, sir.
Whenever molecules are formed, outermost electrons are participated or are going to participate in bonding. Okay.
Okay.
Hence, I am interested only in the outermost electron or the valence electron. वैसा कुछ बता रहा हूँ. आप लोग अपने 10th क्लास में बॉन्डिंग के बारे में कुछ तो इंट्रोडक्शन हुआ होगा ना?
हाँ
Ionic
sir.
bond, covalent bond, वैसा
हाँ.
कुछ.
Yes, sir.
In case of bonding, only the outermost electrons participate. Hence, I am interested in the Z star of outermost electron, valence electron. Clear है?
Yes, sir. And what about reaction between the electrons present in first and second shell, or second and third, like that?
नहीं नहीं, उनके बीच में कुछ रिएक्शन नहीं होगा. रिएक्शन क्यों होगा? Interaction मतलब those being negatively charged, they will be interacting with each other. They will have repulsive forces given by K Q2 upon R square ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, interaction, reaction नहीं है, interaction. Clear है?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Where were we? हाँ. Suppose there are two benches. First bench में already पूरा fill हो गया. In the second bench, suppose मान लेते हैं there are 3 students. You also have third bench. जो भी नया student आ रहा है, suppose second bench का maximum capacity मान लेते हैं 4. Okay? You have first bench, second bench, third bench. This is already filled. In the second bench, you have 3 students. There is one gap. Okay? अभी जो नया student आ रहा है, if I am placing the new student in this bench, and if I am placing the new student in this bench, in which case the interaction with the teacher will be decreased significantly. इस bench में या इस bench में?
Third.
Third bench में, because if I am placing the student in the third bench, these students are directly covering or shielding the teacher from this student. If I am placing the student here, there will be only interactions with this, but they may not cover the student. Agreed?
Yes sir.
इस केस में क्या हो रहा है? इनके साथ इंटरेक्शन भी होगा और वो शील्ड भी कर रहे हैं. ओके, सो सिग्मा जो है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सिग्मा डिपेंड्स अपॉन, I will write the factors on which sigma depends. Sigma, what is sigma?
Shielding or screening constant.
Shielding or screening constant. Sigma depends upon 1, number of inertial electrons.
हाँ.
Inertials में जितना ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रहेंगे उतना ही ज्यादा शील्ड हो जाएगा.
हाँ sir.
Outermost electron, agreed?
Yes.
Number of inertial electrons, इसमें ये लिख सकता हूँ, more the inertial electrons, more will be the sigma. more the inertial electrons, more will be the value of sigma. Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
There is one more
No, sir, no doubt.
factor. ठीक है. There is one more factor, the shape of the orbital. The shape of the orbital in which the electron is present. Everyone understand this? For a given shell, the order of shielding effect is, for a given shell, the order of shielding effect is NS electrons can shield the outermost electron more effectively when compared to NP. NP electrons can shield more effectively when compared to ND. ND can shield more effectively when compared to NF. What is the reason for this? The reason is, what is the shape of the s orbital?
Spherical.
It is spherical and the electron can be present anywhere in this particular region. So s electron hai, the electron which is present in s orbital, if some other electron is present in this particular region, okay, the s electron is shielding that particular electron in all the directions. The electron density is present in all the directions. If the electron density is present in all the directions, the s electron is shielding the outermost electron in all the directions. Agreed? समझ में आया? If I take a p orbital, if I take a p orbital, this is the nucleus, and the p orbital's electron density will be in this region as well as in this region. So if the electron is present here, यहाँ पे p orbital का density कुछ नहीं है ना? So at this particular place, the electron is not shielded from the nucleus. But if the electron is present here, it is shielded because of this density. If the electron is present here, it is shielded because of this density. But if the electron sometimes, because electron कहीं पे भी रह सकता है, we only say the probability, na? We only enclose the region where the electron is present. So if the electron is present here, it is not shielded by the p orbital. Agreed? Or because of the presence of this nodal plane. What is nodal plane? The plane above which the electron density is 0. Because of the presence of this nodal plane, the shielding power of this particular p orbital is relatively less. Clear? समझ में आ रहा है?
हाँ sir.
If you have doubt, ask me. If you take a d orbital, which is having a double dumbbell shape or which is having two nodes, the electron cannot be shielded if it is present in these regions. यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे रहा तो electron, इस region में, इस region में, इस region में, इस region में रहा तो it cannot be shielded by this particular electron. Agreed?
Yes sir.
Everyone, is this point here? If you have any doubt, ask me.
Sir, here, but surface area is more, right? Like we can say it is present in double the size of p orbital.
It is present in नहीं, but the entire thing is not electron, ना? Don't consider इस particular region में electron कहीं पे भी रह सकता है. Okay, we are interested only in the spaces where it is not present. So इस particular space में वो shield नहीं हो पा रहे ना? Surface area, if they belong to the same shell, I am considering it to the same shell. Same shell में इसी के अंदर S रहता है, इसी के अंदर P भी रहता है. Okay, this is S. Here inside this only you will have P, inside this only you have D. So S जो है it is covering in all the directions. P जो है it is covering only in this particular direction. समझ में आया?
Yes sir.
Okay. ठीक है. So on what factors sigma depend? Sigma depends upon two factors. One is the number of inertial electrons जितना ज्यादा inertial electrons रहेंगे उतना ज्यादा shielding होगा. And the other is shape of the orbital in which the electron is present. An electron which is present in s orbital will effectively shield the outermost electron when compared to one which is present in p orbital. When compared to electron which is present in d orbital. Clear hai? As the number of
Yes, sir.
models increases, the shielding effect decreases. Can I say that statement?
हाँ sir.
हाँ sir, we can.
As the number of nodal planes or nodal regions increase, shielding decreases. F के अंदर आपको 3 nodal planes रहेंगे, so उसका shielding effect और भी poor है. Okay, I hope this is clear. So based on this idea, let us try to understand what happens to Z star when we go left to right in a period and top to bottom in a group. I'm interested in variation of Z star. देखो ये periodic table मान लेते हैं. This is period wise and this is group wise. If I go left to right in a period, what will happen to Z star? If I go top to bottom in a group, what will happen to Z star? We will try to understand that. For that, let us take some period elements. Lithium के बाद beryllium, then you have boron, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine.
Huh.
Let's write the electronic configurations. Outermost wala. This is 1.
2s1.
This is 2s2.
2s2.
This
2s
is 2s2 2p1.
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 Sir, पहले nitrogen फिर oxygen, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
Sir.
Nitrogen, oxygen,
Fluorine.
oxygen, and then you have fluorine. Nitrogen का configuration क्या होगा?
2s
2s2
2s2 2p3.
2p3.
हाँ
2s2
2s2 2p4.
2p4. This is
2s2
2s2
2p5.
2p5. Okay. What is the formula for Z star?
Z
star is
Z minus 6.
Z
minus
minus
sigma.
sigma. Okay. देखो. In the period, everyone concentrate. Everyone, please put your video on. Important है. Final conclusions है. In the period, whenever you are going left to right, what you are doing, you are adding the electron to the same shell. Agreed?
हाँ
यहाँ पे second है, यहाँ पे भी second shell है, so on so forth. अभी हमने एक example लिया है. If I am adding the student to second bench and if I am adding the student to third bench, if he is present in the third bench, तो inner students है, they will be shielding more. Okay. If they are कार्तिक बीच में ऐसा मैसेज मत करना whenever I'm explaining, क्योंकि my concentration will be disturbed ना. Okay, if you are having any genuine doubt, you can message that. Okay. What I'm saying is, whenever I'm trying to add the electron, whenever I'm adding the student to the third bench, the inner bench students are shielding more effectively whenever I'm adding the same student to the second bench. Agreed? आया समझ में?
yes
Everyone, please put video on. Everyone, put your video on first of all. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या? I'm giving the electrons to the same shell. I'm not giving the electrons to the outermost shell. यहाँ पे सब में electrons जो है second shell में ही add हुआ. Whenever I'm adding the electron to the same shell, existing electrons का shielding उतना ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. Agreed? Because they are belonging to the same shells, they cannot shield the nucleus from this particular electron. Agreed? If the electron is present in inner shell, that particular electron will be shielding the outermost shell more and more when compared to the same shell. Is that clear,
Yes.
everyone? Okay, so as you go from left to right in the period, sigma जो है, it will definitely increase, but the increase is not so high. Why the increase is not so high? The electrons which are present in the same shell may not shield more and more when compared to the electrons which are present in the inner shell. Agreed? Okay, but whenever you go from left to right, sigma बढ़ रहा है, parallelly z is also increasing.
Yes, that is also increasing.
Okay, z is also increasing. So what is happening? Z is increasing at a faster rate, या z थोड़ा ज्यादा बढ़ रहा है when compared to the increase in the sigma. Sigma ज्यादा क्यों नहीं बढ़ पा रहा है? Because the electrons are added in the same shell. Same shell electrons will not shield more and more when compared to the inner shell electrons. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So overall क्या होगा Z star then?
थोड़ा धीरे बढ़ेगा.
बढ़ेगा
Overall
पर
Z star क्या होगा? It will increase. This is increasing at a slower rate. This is increasing at a faster rate. So इनका sum, इनका difference क्या हो? जो भी रहेगा left to right, it will increase. Keep on increasing.
Yes.
Understood?
हाँ.
Yes, sir.
Left to right, Z star increases
Yes, sir.
in a period. Clear?
Yes, sir.
If I see top to bottom, lithium के नीचे you have sodium, then you have potassium, then you have rubidium, then you have cesium. In electronic configurations, this is 3s1,
हाँ.
this is
4x1,
4s1,
5s1.
5s1, this is 6s1. Okay. For the elements belonging to same group, if you consider the electron is added to the outermost shell. ये नया shell में add हुआ. मतलब इससे पहले जो भी electrons add किया हमने सोडियम से पहले आर्गन तक, all the electrons are added in the inner shells ना. Similarly, 4s मतलब इससे पहले जो भी electrons add किया, all the electrons are added to the third shell.
हाँ.
इससे पहले जो भी electrons add हुआ, all the electrons are added to the fourth shell.
हाँ, sir.
Okay. Inner shell electrons are going to shield more and more. Hence, what happens in the group? Sigma भी बढ़ रहे हैं यहाँ पे group के लिए. Z star is again Z minus sigma. For the same group elements, Z is also increasing and sigma is also increasing effectively because the electrons are added in the inner shells. Just before this, the electrons are added in the inner shell. Inner shell electrons will be shielding more effectively when compared to the same shell electrons. Is that clear?
हाँ.
Yes.
Okay. So इस case में क्या हो रहा है? Sigma is also increasing as well as Z is also increasing to the same extent, almost similar extent पे ही होता है. So what happens to Z star down the group?
Decrease.
Constant.
Constant. It remains
Uh-huh.
constant. Z star down the group remain constant. Okay. Effective nuclear charge is remaining constant. So the influence of the nucleus will be function of only distance then. Agreed? Z star to constant hai. No matter where the student down the group, Z star is constant. So as the distance increases, the attractive force will decrease. Z star is the effective nuclear charge only. If you want to see the attractive force, it is K Q1 Q2 upon R square. Na?
Yes, sir.
Down the group R increases. Down the group R increases because you are adding extra shells. So what will happen to the attractive force? It decreases. Clear hai?
Yes, sir.
But I need to compare only Z star as of now. Z star क्या है? Effective nuclear charge. Down the group it remains constant. Left to right it increases. समझ में आया left to right क्यों बढ़ता है? Left to right it is increasing because of smaller increase in sigma and greater increase of Z. I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Based on the understanding of effective nuclear charge, we are going to understand different periodic properties. I will list out all periodic properties which are which we are going to study. Periodic properties में we need to study about the variation of atomic radius, and we will be studying this particular variation in a period in a group. And इसी में सब पार्ट भी पढ़ेंगे which is ionic radius. We will understand the property of ionization energy. सबसे पहले इसका definition पढ़ेंगे and we will understand its variation among different elements belonging to same period and same group. Other periodic property is electron affinity. Electron affinity. Again, we will understand the definition for this, and we need to understand its trends in a group and in a period. Finally, we will conclude our discussion with the property of electronegativity. ये चार periodic properties हमको पढ़ना है with the help of Z star. We need to understand these properties and their variations in the period and in the group. मतलब क्या है, left to right atomic radius क्या होता क्या है, top to bottom atomic radius क्या होगा, okay, left to right ionization energy क्या होगा, top to bottom क्या होगा. Clear है?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
If we
sir.
study about these properties, end of chapter.
Okay, sir.
I hope every one of you understood Z star, what is effective nuclear charge. We
Yes.
will be covering its applications more and more in the next lecture.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.